Why Denmark is the happiest country in the world. Imagine waking up in a country where people trust each other, where workers leave the office at 4 p.m. without fear of losing their jobs, where healthcare is free, education is free, and even strangers leave babies sleeping outside cafes without worrying about safety. Sounds impossible, right? Yet somehow, this tiny Scandinavian country consistently ranks as one of the happiest places on Earth. But here's the real mystery. How can a country with freezing winters, high taxes, and dark skies for half the year become happier than almost every other nation? Today, we uncover the fascinating truth behind why Denmark is called the happiest country in the world. Located in Northern Europe, Denmark is home to nearly 6 million people. At first glance, it doesn't seem extraordinary. No giant mountains, no massive population, no endless natural resources. Yet year after year, Denmark dominates the global happiness rankings, and scientists, economists, and psychologists have spent years trying to understand why. The answer isn't just money, it's something much deeper: a lifestyle, a culture, and a mindset that much of the world has forgotten. One of Denmark's greatest secrets is trust. In many countries, people lock everything: doors, bikes, even their emotions. But in Denmark, trust is part of daily life. Children walk to school alone. People leave laptops on cafe tables, and corruption levels are among the lowest in the world. Why does this matter? Because constant fear creates stress. When people trust society, their minds feel safer, and safety creates happiness. Experts believe Denmark's strong social trust is one of the biggest reasons people feel emotionally secure. In simple words, Danes don't feel like they're fighting against society, they feel protected by it. In many parts of the world, success means working non-stop. Long hours, no sleep, constant pressure. But Denmark sees life differently. Family time matters. Mental health matters. Rest matters. Most Danish workers leave work early enough to spend evenings with family and friends. And surprisingly, productivity remains extremely high because Denmark focuses on work-life balance instead of burnout. The idea is simple. A happier worker becomes a better worker, not a broken one. This balance reduces stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion, and over time it creates a healthier society. Now here comes the part that shocks many outsiders. Denmark has very high taxes. Sometimes people pay nearly half their income to the government. So why don't they hate it? Because citizens actually see benefits in return. Healthcare is free. College education is free. Students even receive financial support while studying. Imagine growing up without the fear of medical bankruptcy or crushing student debt. For many Danes, this removes huge amounts of stress from everyday life. And when people aren't constantly worried about survival, they can focus more on living. But perhaps Denmark's most famous happiness secret is something called Hygge, a simple Danish word with no perfect English translation. Hygge means comfort, warmth, peace, the feeling of sitting with people you love on a cold night, candles glowing, coffee in your hands, and no pressure from the outside world. In Denmark, happiness isn't always about becoming rich or famous. Sometimes, it's just about enjoying small moments, and maybe that's the lesson many modern societies forgot. Part 5. Is Denmark perfect? But Denmark is not a fantasy world. People still struggle with depression. Loneliness exists, and dark winters can affect mental health. No country is perfect. However, Denmark created systems that reduce unnecessary suffering. Instead of forcing people to survive alone, society works more like a team, and that changes everything. Because happiness isn't only about pleasure, it's about stability, security, connection, and purpose. So, why is Denmark the happiest country in the world? Maybe the answer isn't hidden in money, or luxury, or fame. Maybe happiness comes from something much simpler: trusting each other, living with balance, feeling safe, and appreciating life's quiet moments. In a world obsessed with moving faster, Denmark discovered the power of slowing down, and perhaps that's the real secret of happiness. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more fascinating stories from around the world. because some